Yo, we are in the building. 12 rounds with Chiles. Hey, before I get started, I gotta put a disclaimer out there. The views and opinions are coming from myself and 12 Rounds with Chiles podcast. We will be unapologetic. The energy will be real, and today we ain't holding no punches because I got my dog in the house today, man. Before you say anything, I gotta put it out there, man. Former WBC silver champion of the world. Get it. Understand where we coming from. Let's go back, right? 18, 18 and 3 as
Yes,
a
sir.
pro, 11 knockouts, fighting at 160 pounds, a middleweight weight class, a big time amateur. Went to the nationals a few times, got there to the top of that game, and now man, we sitting back and you got the strap on you, bro. I got
Yeah.
Immanuwel Aleem in the building, man. Welcome to 12
Mm.
Rounds with Charles tonight, bro.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you for having me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everything looking shiny on you, boy.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This thing's still shining a little bit. It's getting a little old, about 5 years. I still need to update. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it.
Get
But
on
we
my
still,
brother or sister or girlfriend, whatever one.
we still in the game, though, bro. We still in the
Yes,
game.
sir.
So it's still that opportunity, and that opportunity will come for you because you always grind.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? But you know how I gotta do, man. Whenever I got fighters on the podcast, man, I always go and I start from the beginning. So I go from, well, what were you doing before boxing kind of thing? Did I play any sports? I know you were into music. What are some of the things that you did before you made that decision to jump into that boxing world?
Well, first, when I was younger, we used to play soccer. My dad's Jamaican, so we played soccer a lot. It was like in Richmond, had Pine Camp, went to soccer, played basketball there too. Basketball is my favorite sport. Always loved basketball. So throughout my career, I played basketball even when I was training and everything for boxing. I was good in football, but my father never wanted me to play to get injured. So my brother luckily got to play a year, and I was jealous because I'm like,
Yeah.
he get to play, but I get to sit back, not get injured and all that. But yeah, but I was playing soccer in Pound Camp when I was younger, playing basketball, and always just playing basketball heavy. And then when my brother was always different. He was like, I was fighting a lot in school, fighting a lot in school and every in the neighborhood. It's Richmond, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They're gonna try.
yeah,
It's
that's
either
it.
you. They're gonna try you regardless, whether you
That's
chilling
it.
or not. So you are
Yeah.
forced to fight, and they're gonna follow you home and see
Yes,
if you're gonna
sir.
fight and wait for you to come outside. So either way, you gotta fight
When we
either
get
way.
off the
So
bus, you gotta get the smoke, bro.
yeah. And I used to be a little asshole. I used to like start fights at first. You know what I'm saying? Until boxing came, I kind of relaxed a lot more once I realized I ain't had to get in trouble and shit. Cause my brother, he wanted to be different. He was more goofy. He wasn't the type to be like me. I was more athletic.
Yeah.
My brother wasn't like you do dance. He couldn't dance. He couldn't do a lot of shit. Like, to be honest, like rhythm and shit was off. Like for real. Like but when he boxed, everything was like gel. Like it
Bro.
just synced so perfectly. It was amazing to
Moshe
see
was
him move.
sharp, bro.
His
Moshe was sharp.
movement and everything was like, damn,
Yes.
he really found himself with something. Like he just wanted to be different. He wanted to try that. So once I went to the gym and I seen how I could fight and not get in trouble, I said I can get with this. I
Yeah.
can hit and be good. Like
Yeah. So being that we both from Richmond, man, big shout out to Richmond, even though I'm up here in
yeah,
Maryland, man. The 804 is
yeah,
still home. You know what I'm saying? The 804
yeah,
is
for
definitely
sure.
still home. What so when you first started, where was the first gym? Where you started?
The first gym, my dad, we went searching for a few, searched around the city, and even when I went back to New York, because I was born in New York, and went back to New York to look for a gym and everything throughout the summer. Then came back down, didn't find anything. Then he went down on Whole Street, and our first gym was Special Effects with Poncho.
Okay.
So
Hey,
yeah,
I remember Poncho.
you're right there before Kroger Spot. Kroger Spot's on the corner,
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
yeah.
that's what we started.
So it should have been still the same nine-dimensional gym that I was boxing out of, right down there, right on the right-hand side,
We
coming
was on
down
the
Hall
opposite
Street.
side on Whole Street, 25th.
Yeah, with
25th
the like
Mall.
the little warehouse on there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that gym, bro,
Yeah.
for sure, for sure. Remember your
So
dad
that was
yelling at
that.
me.
Start off at Poncho.
Yeah, bro. Poncho was a good guy, man.
Yeah, it
That was
was
my
cool.
man. Cool
It was
guy,
cool.
cool guy, man. But I mean, and it's cool to go back and you meet people that's from the same city
Yeah,
that got to do things outside of the city. Cause let's keep it real. A lot of people we grew up with, a lot of people we still talk to today, like we just said, man, they real still. They still
yeah,
doing the
that's a
same
fact.
thing,
That's a
still
fact.
in the same place, still the same mind frame. And to get out of Richmond, to get to go some places, travel, meet all these new people, man, that shit open your
Yeah,
horizons, bro.
it's a fact.
You know what I'm
People
saying?
just gotta leave. They gotta escape their own comfort zone. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They gotta get out and explore and adventure themselves.
And I also feel like fear is a big reason why most people don't leave their comfort zone. Being comfortable
Yeah,
is comfortable. It's a way that I don't have to feel that anxiety. I don't have to
yeah.
think
Just
outside the
step out
box.
there.
You
Sometimes, you
know
know
what
what
I'm
I'm saying?
saying?
Put yourself out there. That's it.
Sometimes that's it, bro. And you never know because that fear is what stops you from being successful. You know what
It's
I'm
a fact.
saying? You
One of the
have to
biggest
take
killers.
risks. You gotta take risks, right? Just like boxing.
Yeah,
Gotta take
for
risks.
sure.
When we know you take risks, you a dog.
Well, I'm that
Anybody.
motherfuckers gonna try it. Motherfuckers be scared to do this. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna try
Hey, bro.
it.
All the people that's watching us, one thing I can say is if you go on YouTube and you look at this man right here, man, you can see every fight that he was in is always entertaining. He
Yeah,
always head to chest and he is letting his hands go.
I'm
Like,
always entertaining, so I need the entertaining type of check. That's the only thing that's different. I can
yeah.
be entertaining all I want, but they need to pay me like entertaining.
Hey, Al, we need the money, bruh.
Yeah, they know I'm gonna put on a show, so
Definitely, definitely. I don't think it's a show that I've ever watched with you that wasn't entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Even
yeah,
to the fact that I went back, bro, because I remember when I first moved up here and I met like Demond Nicholson and a lot of the Maryland fighters and things like that.
right.
I was like, man, I didn't know you fought most of these guys. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah,
So I
yeah.
went
Me and
back and
Demond
did
fought
my
three
research.
times.
For real?
Three.
Oh, that's
Well,
crazy.
not, it might be four counting the pro fight, but before
Mm-hmm.
three, either two or three in the amateurs, and then the pro fight. So yeah,
Really? So y'all always been in the same weight class?
pretty much. Well, he was like, I was in the JOs at 12 years old. I started boxing.
Mm-hmm.
I was from 125 to each year, then I moved up to like 35, 38, and then I moved up to 45. And I went up to when I went to the Silver Glove Nationals, came in the second place. I
Mm-hmm.
was at 156. I got moved up. Basically, I weighed in 100 and 39 or 38.6, and instead of
Mm-hmm.
moving me up, it was one weight class and they moved me up to like 156, whatever it
For
was,
real?
instead of me just losing 6 ounces. So I went on and became number two in the
Yeah.
nation at that weight. So
At that higher weight class.
yeah,
Bro, I remember my first fight with your dad, man. We fought at DC, right?
right.
And at that time, you know, when you first started boxing, you didn't really think about weight. So I came in, he was like, all right, you gonna get down to 150. I'm like, all right. I don't really know how to get down, none of that. I'm just running in boxing, right? We
Yeah.
show up in DC, I ended up weighing, the weight class was 152, I was 153. And he looked at me, he was like, all right, the dude you fighting, he about 170. I said,
Oh
what?
shit.
He was like, but we gonna fight him anyway. I said, shit, all right, let's
Yeah.
go. I'm here now, goddamn. Well, that's
Yeah.
what I like, man. Like, hey, your
That's
dad
a
will
fight
let
that
you.
I've done like that with
Yeah,
close. Well, a lot of people probably don't know when I fought Gary Russell.
yeah,
And Gary Russell was a bit apart in weight difference, but we still took it. The
yeah.
kicker is I sparred with Antoine Douglas that morning,
Oh, for real?
and then fought Gary Russell, and it was open. It was random because we just going there to watch,
Mm-hmm.
and they said, "Hey, Gary's here. Do you want to fight?" You know, I don't say no. Fuck
Yeah, yeah.
it. That's how
Definitely
we
I'm
got it
trying to
in that
fight
day.
Gary. Dang,
Yeah,
that's crazy, man.
he
It's
told me after
crazy.
that fight, he's like, man, how many fights you got? He said, man, I got more knockouts than your fights. You a hard motherfucker. It's crazy. Motherfucker got like more 600 amateur fights. Somebody got more
Yeah,
knockouts than
bro.
fights.
Hey, Gary's special. He one of them special athletes. You know what I'm
He's
saying?
probably one of the best amateurs that have fought, to be honest.
That's real. That's real.
He's definitely one of the top.
And
With his record and resume, he just never went all the way. I think Gary Allen Russell, he was I feel like he just didn't care after a
yeah,
while.
yeah. Cause I mean, if for those of you that don't know, Gary Russell and all his brothers, I feel like all of them named Gary. First off,
Yeah.
but they all fighters.
Allen was special. First
Yeah.
round, I seen the speed for real because I feel like I'm fast when he's. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
hold on, I had to blink a couple times. Like, hold on, this nigga quick.
Let me
Them
get it
six
together,
hundreds, I
bro.
barely seen it. Yeah,
Yeah.
motherfucker was super fast. And
Yo,
I had to
but
really try to hit him and sit it down on it.
yeah, you had to slow that shit down,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, it was cool. If you ever got watched, that was a fun fight. It was
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. Hey, but that's what built you. That's what had
Yeah,
you ready for when you turned over and you went on ahead and started that pro career, bro. You had already fought
yeah,
all the
for sure.
dogs. You knew everybody.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that, and I think that makes a difference. Even with like the fighters I have now, the young fighters I have now, I'm always talking about the nationals. We go everywhere. Actually,
Yeah.
tomorrow we are in Newark. You know what I'm saying? We just fought in D.C. My 176 beat the number 2 guy in the nation last week. So big up to
Sheesh.
Najee. He did his thing last week. But I think
Hey.
getting out here and fighting these guys, they get you prepared, bro. Because they the same people you gonna see in the pros. You know what I'm
Oh, you
saying?
said Najee? I thought you talking about my nephew.
Oh, bro. Hey, so you want to know what's
They got
crazy?
the
His
same
name
name?
Najee too. They got the same name. But
I
what's funny
don't hear
is,
too many Najees. That's why I'm like,
bro, when we was down in Richmond, right? Because I remember
yeah.
Najee when he was this
You see
big,
how much he blew up?
bro.
I was here.
And bro, dog,
I can show you pictures that I fucking took in
yeah.
less than 3 years. He went from in the pandemic. Let's just say the pandemic. When the pandemic
Mm-hmm.
just hit, 2019 to 2020. He was 2019. He was 130 something. By the
What,
end of 2020, he was almost 200.
bro?
From
Bro, it's
130 to 200, and we think he's growing, but yeah,
yeah.
he basically was his spurt. His growth spurt was going.
He came out
He
with the
blew up.
smokers, bro. He came out banging shit 2 weeks ago. I was like, hey, that boy, that boy special. Every
Yeah.
time he touched dude, it was like, oh yeah,
I just kept
everybody
I don't
was.
put that spunk on him. Like now he be challenging me now when it comes to gym. He know I be putting it on him, but I'm like, all right, motherfucker, keep
Hey,
trying me. Yeah.
bro, you know how it goes, bro. You gotta, sometimes you gotta, like I said, you gotta pipe them down a little bit. You know what I'm
Yeah, that's the
saying?
attitude people be wanting me, but it's like with his family
Yeah,
is different. Like my brother, I feel like I never hit nobody harder than my brother.
for
And I don't know if
real.
it's the blood thing. I swear that I try to kill this motherfucker. I swear. If I could have killed the person legally, it would have been him. We don't fought in the house and everything, but
Bro,
boxing wise, I just feel
yeah.
like you get the pass to hurt your family. So so I just feel like he my older brother. I get to hit you as hard as I fucking want. You know what I'm
Bro,
saying?
hey, that's crazy to me.
So
Cause Moshe's so quiet, right? He's so
and to
quiet.
this day,
He
he would
real
never hit me
relaxed.
hard. He would never treat
For
me. He
real.
still treat me like, yeah, that's just how he is. Too kind hearted for me. But me, I ain't give a
But
fuck. I try
I'm
to.
going
He
to
would
get him.
literally,
Yeah.
literally hold me like Ali Frazier, had me like this and tie me. I'm just trying to hurt
Yeah.
this motherfucker.
I'm sure you still like that. Cause let's talk to him too. Um, when you went pro, not right
Uh-huh.
now. So you see, I guess you signed to Al Heyman right now. I know you work
Yeah.
with Al Heyman right now. So the first time you got that call from Al Heyman, or the first time you were able to do business with Al Heyman, how did that
Mhm.
make you feel?
Well, it was different because my situation is such like it's like if I want to say for fighters to steer their career. That's why I say big ups to Keyshawn Davis and their
Mm-hmm.
team. I salute them. You know what I'm saying? I knew been around them and their whole like his brother and everybody since they was young. Now, like even when I seen him, he's like, man, I'm older now. He ain't want me to
Yeah.
treat him like a little kid, but I'm just saying
Yeah.
he was a little kid back then. But they basically running their business the way it's supposed to be run. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And like me, I had a manager at the time when I turned pro. My dad got my first fight.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had got through conversations, got a manager who was the manager of Paul Williams.
Okay.
So
Okay.
through over the years, we got with Al. Al at the time in 2014, I feel like was looking for a lot of fighters, and
Mm-hmm.
throughout the time, people was getting assigned, Tank, and everybody was getting assigned. And we eventually got assigned with that. It wasn't like we looked out for, but he did his job to get us linked in with
Right.
Al and everything. So since 2014, I've been with them since. So
Okay.
me, I didn't really know because everybody else was posting online. I was never really a person to go online and post my shit in my life and everything.
Right. Right.
So when everybody's posting they signed and shit. I mean, we was signed, but we never was recognized like that.
Right.
Like since 2014, we've been with Al Heyman. I've been fighting on TV cards ever since.
Yeah. Yeah.
TV about 10 times.
Right.
Two on ESPN, swing bouts, and the rest was on PBC and
Right.
Showtime. So
So talk to the people about swing belts. Actually, I know that's something that a lot of people they just watch boxing and they
yeah,
don't understand the business. And I also say a lot of people don't understand what's going on in those locker rooms before we
oh
get on
yeah, for
TV.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? Let's
I
talk a
had
little
a
bit about your
bad fight one
experience.
time when I fought at it was in Pennsylvania. It might have been on a King's promotion card. Not King's Marshall's my dog, so it
Mhm.
wasn't him or nothing. But the fight went so long, it had me at the end. I've been warming up
Mhm.
since 6 o'clock. So when you're a swing bout, you don't know when you're gonna get. You basically, when if it's early knockouts, they're gonna
Mhm.
put you in because you got time for TV and everything. So it never went. So I had to wait till the rest of the night and all the fights happened. So I didn't fight till 1 o'clock at night. And I was getting ready
Oof.
since 5. I was there probably since 3.
Oof.
Getting ready since 5, warming up, sitting down, not knowing, what I'm saying, whether they're gonna
Yeah.
fight or anything. So
Right.
yeah, I fought at 1 o'clock, had I felt like I was kind of flat. And the
Mhm.
guy, he was pretty okay. He was Oscar Riojas. He was okay, but I just felt like, man, I couldn't get off the way I want to get off, and then I had to try to slug it out, and
Right.
then I won a unanimous decision. But I don't feel like that was one of my best. I don't feel like it was one of my best before. It wasn't my worst, but it's like, damn, that was a flat fight for sure.
Yeah, it was one of those learning fights. Like you felt like you made things a little difficult, or he was just a difficult opponent.
I just feel like everything played the factor
Yeah.
of the momentum and being flat and fighting late at night, and it didn't make you like as a fighter. Sometimes it don't keep you motivated still. You know what I'm saying? So like I was motivated to fight, but then it was like, damn, I'm just so late. You don't feel the crowd. It's barely people in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he's ready to go to sleep.
Yeah, at one a.m. Definitely, definitely.
Yeah.
Right.
But
So
but
how?
those spotlights, I mean, those swing bouts is big because like Al, I like what Al and PBC do because they really changed the game of bringing more smaller cards to the front screen.
Right,
Because on
right.
the swing bouts, that's the only chance you had. Like when Dan Goosen was alive, and God bless Dan Goosen, 'cause I got to meet him when I had one of my
Mhm,
biggest fight. I fought
mhm.
Rojas on shoot, I forgot it was in California. And what year was this? 2013 I was like 6-0. I fought him was
Mhm.
one of my first TV ones that got me online, got me like pretty known a little bit. Last 15 seconds, I hit him with the right hand, had him stood up, and then the referee had to wave it off because
Yeah.
he was kind of giving me a hard time. I was an undefeated pro coming up.
Right.
And this guy just basically hit me behind the head, hit me, grabbing me. Me from the
Yeah.
amateurs thinking, referee's gonna like break you when certain happen. No, he let the shit
Yes.
fly.
He let
He
it
hit me with
fly.
everything. So once I knew he was doing that, I started doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
I'm a
okay, this
fight.
how we do it? Fuck it. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
nigga, I'm
saying?
a
Now
fight
I'm
five with
dumping.
five.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So then after that, I got my groove, fifth, sixth round, and I started moving on my toes. And then Teddy
Mhm.
Atlas and Joe Tessitore was talking. It was cool just having that feeling of hearing Teddy and
Bruh.
commentating. I
Yes,
ain't never
bro.
had it. I played fight night, but I ain't
Yeah.
never had that for me. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
I
So what
know
you say,
that's a.
Aleem's moving, doing this, and then I just had one punch I know I'm gonna hit him with before that round.
Yeah.
I was like, this motherfucker, you gonna. So I lured him into it. I was moving around, and last second, I didn't care what he walked through, what he threw. I was throwing this motherfucker. Like I felt
Yeah.
like Wilder, like boom, stopped him in place, and yeah, that was it. But that was a
Right.
learning fight, and it kind of put me. It gave me a little bit of exposure, made
Right.
me see myself, and that's a swing bout. Sometimes you get them open at one
Mhm.
time to show what you is, and that can make
That's
you or
it.
break you.
And you gotta go get it. You gotta go get
Yeah,
it. Right.
for sure.
So how was that feeling the first time getting on TV when you got there? You sitting in the locker room, and
Uh-huh.
that's one thing that I always like to talk about. You sitting in the locker room, they're giving you this time. It's a little more pressure because the cameras are coming in and out while you warming up, while you getting your
Yeah.
hands wrapped, all that stuff. It's a lot going on other than the fight that people see on TV. How was that build up? Did you feel pressure? Were you nervous? Like, how did you feel about it before you made that walk?
It's weird to because even to this day, people keep saying like, "Yo, you're so like calm when you fight,
Mm-hmm.
and like you don't act like no pressure hits you and stuff like that." And
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of how I see these moments. I think I've always seen myself being in that moment,
Right.
so it doesn't like shock me once I'm in it. You know what I'm saying? Like once I'm in it, I'm like, this is why I always seen myself being. So I kind of
Mm-hmm.
own the moment all the time.
Yeah.
Like people like, yo, see the cameras. I know it's there, but it's not like my focus be so tunnel vision at that point.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the mama mentality. I just be locked in like until this shit over. I don't really care about nothing else. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Because I feel like as fighters, that's the one thing we always say. All right, let's just go get this shit over with. Let's go get this fight in and let's go get it over
Yeah.
with. You
Once
know
I
what I'm
touch the
saying?
ring and move around and feel the glove, once my hands is wrapping, I feel like I don't know, it's that feeling of the hand wraps. Like I feel like I can knock down King Kong. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
bro.
Before they on, it's like whatever. But once I put them cements on, man, there's something about once they
The
taped up and
bricks
wrapped.
on,
Yeah, them
yeah,
bricks is
bro.
crazy. Man.
Like, and
Yeah,
I think it's to me it's no better feeling. Even as a coach, you know what I'm saying. As a coach, we with y'all every day. When you think about it, we with y'all every day. We wiping the blood out your nose, out your mouth. You know what
right.
I'm saying. We in that shit together. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Y'all going to war and we
You
trying to
feel what
orchestrate.
we feel at times. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
bro.
saying?
It's times that I gotta walk around. I gotta pace a little bit, get my mind
Yeah.
together, get focused, and then once it's time, though, I'm like, let's go,
I know
let's
something when
go.
you see something that happens before it happens as a coach. I know it got
That's
to be beautiful.
oh yeah, oh yeah, and definitely to me, it's like when you see and like this last week, cause I didn't. We had a rough week, right? You know how it
Yeah,
is. Sometimes during the week, training don't go like you want to train, or you're a fighter that has a job, so I don't see you every day.
right, right.
So I think the night before the fight, we didn't even train until like 11, right?
Mm.
So it's like, yo, all right, we gonna go strictly over the game plan, and we went in there. We went strictly over the game plan, and we did it in the living room, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Hey,
Did it in my living room, but it was
know that
amazing.
we done started in the living room before.
Bro, you know
Training,
how
to
it
be
go.
honest. Yeah,
Yeah, you know what
yeah.
I'm saying. You know how it goes. So to see him go in there last week and do exactly what we just did in the living room, it's like, God damn, let's go, bro.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? That's a
That's
coach. That's
beautiful
what
when you
that's
have
what
that
we want.
chemistry. That chemistry is beautiful.
Yeah, it is, bro. It is, and I know even for your coaches. So you working with you still working with Derek James or
No, I was running Shields.
Ronnie shit? Oh, got you.
Yeah,
Okay, okay,
yeah.
okay. How was that, bro? Because that's a he got a lot
It's
of history.
awesome and surreal. And
Uh huh.
Ronnie's such a cool, great guy. You know, I rock with Ronnie a lot. He just has that, you know, relaxed, but he knows exactly what to tell you. What he's saying is
Right.
right from his experience.
Right.
And Meldrick Chill is one of my favorite fighters. And to know
Mm-hmm.
that he trained
Yep.
Meldrick, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he trained Charlo, he trained Evander, he trained these guys. Like, before, being there, it's like yeah, I know he trained them, but to see, like Meldrick is was a big, and then
Yeah.
actually working with Jamal and having them against, it was like, dang, I get to
Mm-hmm.
really showcase my skills, but also
Yeah.
getting the respect from them. That was the big, the big notch that helped me.
Definitely. And so you were down in Houston, right?
Yeah,
Hey, so all my family, I'm gonna go ahead and do this now. All my people
H
down
Town
in
for sure.
Houston. Look, my dad down in Houston. I got all my aunts, my grandmother, everybody down there. Big salute to the H Town, bro. That's
Yeah,
I
for
used to be
sure.
down there
Salute to the
every
H Town. I
year,
love
bro.
them. They
I
look, they done
love
adopted
Houston,
me.
bro.
They adopted
Yeah,
me. They came and
hey,
said, "Look, Aleem, where you from?" He was like, "Nah, he from Houston."
yeah, yeah, bro. I love it, bro. Hey, look, I be down there. I'm eating good. I'm listening to DJ Screw, bro. I be down there
Oh
like
my
I live down
gosh.
there. You know what I'm
Food is
saying?
crazy. And the crazy part, you can eat good and still lose weight, bro. Like all my struggles of other training before or in the
Mm-hmm.
past and it's basically, to be honest, sometimes it's your location where you at. That's why you need to train different. You know what I'm saying? Like me, and I love the East Coast. The East Coast where I'm at, where I'm born and
Definitely,
from. But
definitely.
being in that central and that heat and being in that dry heat,
Oh, it's
man, I
something
can
different.
eat as much as I want to go work out. Things I did, I used to wear sauna suit and all that shit. I didn't have to do
Yeah.
none of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have to do none of that. Lost
Cause
everything.
it's got
Same
down
way.
108 down that motherfucker, boy.
Shit, almost 115.
Yeah, and y'all getting it in.
Yeah, and
How
it's
was
almost
that?
80 at night, to be honest.
Yeah, that's real. But don't nobody really come out till after 5, 6 o'clock. You know what I'm
Yeah, that's
saying?
true. That's
You
true.
know how it go.
Yeah,
So I spent many of summers down in Houston on the southwest side. Actually,
Southwest,
you
Southwest.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Fondren and Maine over that way. You know what I'm saying? Actually,
Oh
my daddy
man.
was in Missouri City. He lived over in
Yeah,
Missouri
that's what I
City,
be
man.
around there.
So
Missouri, Sugarland,
yeah.
Stafford.
Hey,
I
Sugarland
should have been around A
that's where
Leaf
the money
too.
at, bro.
Yeah, Sugarland. Yeah,
Sugarland got the money right now.
yeah,
But I
for
like it
sure.
because, like you say, man, it's a different vibe. You get to see some different things. The people different. You know what I'm saying? They flow a
Yeah,
little different than we do on the East
they
Coast. So you
definitely
seeing
got that.
some things.
That Southern hospitality is real.
Yeah,
It's
I
real.
like that. And that's
You
one
know what I'm
thing. That's the
saying?
one thing I miss about living up here is that when I moved up here, I realized like don't nobody speak. You hold a door, they walk right past your ass. You know what I'm saying? You're like, God damn.
And like I said, being one from New York, like bro, like it's an attitude. You gotta have an attitude, regardless. You know what I'm saying? You walk with that attitude, you carry that attitude, and
Yeah.
it's not offensive, but it can be offensive to someone who's not used to
That ain't from there,
it.
right? Exactly.
That's
Because
what
that's
it
how I
is.
took it at first. I'm looking at everybody like these motherfuckers rude.
It is rude though. It's it's,
Yeah.
it's, it's real
Hey,
rude.
what you realize it when you go down south, because then you just, it's like it's a whole nother, it's just a
Yeah,
different
but DC
vibe.
got their own rule too. To be honest,
No,
DC
they
they
do,
got a
bro.
they got a slick rule with
Oh, yeah, they
it.
do. Yeah, DC do it. You know Baltimore. That's why I'm out every day.
Yeah,
So, you know,
yeah.
Baltimore got their own little thing. Everybody just be, you can't even speak to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, but
Yeah.
definitely being down there, I know it was cool. You got to, if y'all check out this man's Instagram, y'all check out his Facebook. He got pictures of everybody. Errol
Oh yeah,
Spence,
yeah,
I saw you in the locker room with Errol Spence, with
yeah.
Charlo. I think you were with Charlo when he unified, right?
Yep. I just helped them with the Castano, and I helped
Yeah.
Errol when Ugas.
So, bro, how's that? Them motherfuckers hit as hard as what they think? What everybody say? I don't
Man,
know. You got a
I
brick
don't want to
head,
say
though.
too much, man. I don't want to say too much, but let me say this. But those are my dogs. To me personally,
Uh-huh.
and it's weird, I don't feel power like that, and I don't
Mm-hmm.
know why. I don't know. It's just my body how I absorb certain shots,
Right.
but only two people I really felt that made me like, damn, I felt that a little bit. My
Mm.
brother, after sparring him years later.
Yeah.
Like in the beginning, we used to spar, but we took a break, haven't sparred in years. Came back and spar, and I was like,
Yeah.
I actually felt them shits on the arm. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I'm hitting myself. Like how I would imagine. I'm
Yeah.
like, I had to tell him like, yo, you way stronger than what. Now I see why you was giving a lot of people problems. They think because you was fast. Like,
Right.
no,
Right.
you really got pop. You just don't be focusing on power. To be
On the
honest, like
power. Yeah.
it just flows so natural. I'm hitting my arms. I'm just like, hmm. That shit kind of, numbing up a little bit. Like, feel that. And Jamal definitely got power. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
Yeah.
he got power that I matched to feel like I could hit myself with. So I'm like, yeah. Because Jamal, you know what I'm saying? He could do it all, to be honest. Jamal,
Yeah.
like, we done had a lot of sparring rounds, and he do what any other boxer could do who he haven't shown yet.
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to leak what he can't, everything, but he definitely could do it all.
Yeah.
But he chooses to hit you with that shotgun for sure. Just know
Bro,
that. He
oh,
chooses. He can get you out the shotgun. He ain't worried about nothing else.
yeah, bro. And I like everything about both of them. I like their attitude. I like the way they carry themselves. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
kind of a question I want to ask you is that, do you feel like the way they carry themselves on camera is the same way they carry themselves when y'all are together and the cameras aren't on?
To be honest, yeah, they're pretty much themselves most of all around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They pretty much, but I feel like they can get agitated from these cameras. To be honest, they can be a little few sometimes.
Oh,
It depends on what fuck their day up. To be honest,
yeah,
like
yeah.
they cool, but you mad at you now. You're gonna take it out on everybody. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
everybody gotta get the smoke
You're all gonna
done.
get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What about Errol, man? How is it just getting to hang around Errol? Because I'm gonna be honest, he on my pound for pound list, bro. He is not the number
Yeah,
one best
mine
fighter
too.
to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
Earl.
you got to
Yeah,
get in there with him. You got to take some of those
yeah.
shots, move around with him. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. I knew Earl since 2009,
Oh, really?
and yeah, since the amateurs, we've been around. So
Okay.
like in my years of the amateurs, where I was coming up, the top dogs was Jesse Hart. Earl
Oh,
was
we got
starting
to
to
get
win
some work with
everything.
Jesse. Hmm.
Oh yeah, I got work with. I never.
Yeah, we work with
We had an
Jesse.
incident where I was supposed to get work with Jesse
Hmm.
back then to go spar in the amateurs because he used to have his shows in Philly,
Hmm.
and it was his birthday weekend, and he had us matched up, but I couldn't go. It was something with me and my dad had gotten to it, and whatever. He wasn't able. So he hit me up on Facebook like, "Yo, why you didn't show up?" And this and that. Like I couldn't
Yeah.
really say much, bro. I was like,
Yeah.
my bad, bro. Like it was personal
Bro.
shit, shit at home. But yeah, it was Jesse Hart was at the top. It was Jesse loose areas. It was
Hmm.
shoot, it was a lot of people. It was Cam. Cam, I don't think he ever went pro.
Hmm.
Cam used to have dreads and everything.
Hmm.
But yeah, definitely Earl was always the top. Him and Alex Martin, they was always top two. And shout out to Alex Martin. He just I think he just got a good win his last fight, if I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alex Martin still doing his thing. But yeah,
Right.
Earl knew him since 2009. Him and my
Yeah.
dad met at the PAL because my brother was fighting in the amateurs. He had um my brother had good buzzers to Ali. Everybody thought he was Ali.
Yeah,
You
because
know,
that's all we
he
used
had
to
an
say in the
outfit.
gym.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because he used to watch him a lot, and he was
Hmm.
one that made him be free and be himself. Like he never did it to mimic him. He did it because
Right.
that's the only way he knew how to be. I
Right.
always looked
Right.
at my brother like Michael Jackson. Like the
Hmm.
things he do, this is him naturally. Like he's really not trying. He don't know no other way how to fight this way. Like
Right.
referees,
Right.
we really had like to be honest, we really had like the Roy Jones when he got robbed in the
Hmm.
Olympics. That's basically my
Hmm.
brother's career. Like he
Right.
been blackballed as a fighter because of the Ali comparison. And there's been
Hmm.
referees and stuff at the fight that say, "Hey, you can't do this, or you're doing this, and showboating, and you're not engaging, and this and that." And they
Right.
won't score for him the next day. First day he'll beat a dude 30 something to like 10. Next day
Yeah.
they won't score in the nationals, and he will lose the first two rounds 0-8 until the last round. So
Yeah.
it was bad. Like he was usually get blackballed, and every time he gets higher, they keep doing this to him. They'll have a discussion about him, and then they'll fuck him over the next day. So he
Yeah.
got discouraged over time doing that.
Definitely, definitely,
For
because
sure.
man, so much work is put in behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Every day
Yeah.
we getting up at 5 a.m. to go run. We in the
Fact.
gym at 6. You know what I'm saying? That shit.
They don't know
We
what he did and became his person to take that from
right
him. Now he can't
to
be himself. That's the biggest
exactly.
thing. Like this is him. But we met
But
Earl, and Earl will always want to smoke because he just that dude. Like yo, this dude getting a
yeah,
lot of attention. Like it'll be three
yeah,
rings, and everybody will leave their ring to watch my brother fight. That's how big it was.
yeah.
Everybody in national, yeah, he was big. Anybody Calvin Ford, the
Hmm.
Tank's
You
trainer.
know I
He
know
knows
all
my
of them.
brother.
Yeah,
He loved him. He always said your brother with the olive, like he had everything. And Earl wanted that smoke. They just never matched up. They had a chance one time at the 2011 or 2011 USA's, but
Mm-hmm.
my brother they got him over, and Willie Jones beat him at that time, and Willie
Mm-hmm.
went to fight Earl next. So he was like, "Damn!" Like he was sitting there watching him. He was like, "Well, I guess it never happened." Yeah, because his father's Jamaican, my dad's Jamaican, so that's how
Yeah.
we got the bond, and ever
Right.
since then we've been cool since. So getting
Yeah.
that call was just like, damn, finally get to work with,
Finally get the
you know,
good work.
yeah,
'Cause he seemed like a really good guy, real respectful, and
yeah.
a hard worker. I'm sure he was pushing you in camp too.
He a respectful killer. Like let's just say that he will shake your hand and kill you at the same time. You know what I'm
Bruh,
saying?
cause bro left hand is fire. That
Yeah,
straight
yeah.
left hand and the way he shoot that uppercut when he step on the outside of your lead foot, bro, he bring it all the way through that gym.
It's
I be studying her.
so much stuff that Earl do that it beats the eye inside the
Yeah.
like watching it. It's like being in there and you're trying to do shit that you
Mm-hmm.
can't normally do because the things he's shutting off.
Right.
It's different. It's like him and Crawford. I don't know Crawford like that, but I know from being in Earl in there
Mm-hmm.
is like I told my boy Billionaire Boxing, shout out to Billionaire Boxing too. He's out there in Houston, and
Mm-hmm.
I told him that that Earl give you two choices to fight or flight. That's
Yeah.
your choice, and you either gonna fight with him what he wants you to do, or you're gonna run.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to stay, and you got to keep that up. Basically, if you can't keep that up, then
So, what's your
it's a
opinion
hard
on the
man.
big fight then, bro? We got the Errol. I know. I'm sure you probably gonna go. I'm definitely gonna try to make sure I can be in the house that
Yeah,
night.
yeah.
If it happens, bro, what you think? What's your opinion? How you think it's gonna
And
go?
going with the road dog Earl, man.
It's got
Yeah.
to.
And this is personally because I've known him, I've seen what he do.
Mm-hmm.
Crawford's a great fighter too as well,
Definitely.
but
Definitely.
the skill sets that I know that he can do and being in there with him and seeing what he can stop, I think is like you're gonna have to really have amazing offense and really either crack him and get him out of there. Because if
Yeah.
he, it's gonna be hard to beat him on the cards. The way he
Mm-hmm.
fight, it's gonna be hard to
It
outscore this
is.
guy
It
and
is.
out pressure this guy and outwork this guy. And he could box too.
Yeah.
It,
And my thing is we've seen Crawford get touched. Crawford's been
yeah, yeah,
dropped by
yeah,
smaller guys than Earl. You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? So Crawford makes mistakes. And one thing about Crawford is if you hit Crawford, he loses for a second. He gonna go try to get it back.
But the
You know what
biggest
I'm
thing is
saying?
that he got adjustments like Crawford can
He
adjust.
yes, bro.
He's
He
he's
can
so
adjust.
witty to adjust, but they
Yes.
both can. This is such an even fight. This is such
Right.
a night and day. Like it's crazy how much they both have so much to do and cancel the next person. It's whoever works the best game plan
Yeah.
consistently throughout that fight is gonna win.
But you know Derek gonna put together. And I'm gonna say Derek is probably
Yeah.
my favorite coach right now.
And I've been
Um.
there hands on and seeing Derek work and being
Yeah.
able to do the things I did, even helping with Jamel and
Mhm.
it's crazy. Derek definitely he's so relaxed, like so laid back.
All the time. All the
Yeah.
time. That's why I like to come down there. I just want to be a fly on the wall and just listen to some of his teaching. You know what I'm saying? So
Right,
I can
right.
bring it back up and do the same thing for my guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Right. But on that rise, let's go back because we still gonna talk about your story
It's a
too,
lot to talk about, man. A
bro.
lot to
Your
talk
rise,
about.
cause man, you had a great rise, bro. Look, you got a strap on you.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying?
You know,
So
listen,
how
baby.
was that, bro? How
This
was that?
moment, this
This
moment
moment
for
right
real.
there. Talk to me about that moment, bro.
This moment was probably one of the best moments I felt. It was like a breakthrough moment just for myself
Mm-hmm.
because from where I've been in the world and just like growing up, I always felt like I was overlooked in everything I do. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? I could play ball, I'd be all right, but I want to be the motherfucker that you really pick until I get on there and start scoring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
that dude that always got to prove myself and show myself all the
Right,
time.
right.
Like they'll pick somebody else or do something else, but then they'll overlook, and then I do my thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this fight was I never look at my opponents. I never really cared. I would tell you
Mm-hmm.
I had an instance with Caleb Plant one time
Oh,
in
we
the
just worked
past.
with
Caleb
Caleb Plant
Plant
too a couple weeks ago.
Caleb Plant called me out when I was 15-0. I don't know if
For real?
anybody know this or this, but
I
this is the
ain't.
past. This was the early IG,
Yeah.
and I didn't know this because I just came off a fight with who did I fight? It was the Colombian. Damn, what the fuck that Colombian is. It's this Colombian I had a close fight with. I can't even think of his damn name. I see his face, can't think of his name, but yeah, I fought this Colombian and he
uh,
fought him afterwards, and I guess he got the little body shot stoppage off of him.
mm-hmm.
I'm saying that's cool. I had a little. I won unanimously on majority decision, but I was out boxing. Once I started boxing and doing what I was doing,
Right.
it was easy. But I started trading and back and forth in the early rounds. But after that, that was the 8 round. I cleaned him out afterwards. But
Right.
he started talking on there, all the 168s and 160s and down, and nobody want to see me and this and that.
Right.
I tried to get Dominique Wade don't want to fight me, Immanuwel Aleem don't want to fight me. This look, I'm like, yo, I don't know who ain't say I never said no to nobody. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right.
I
Right.
know
Right.
my you see my record. I fought whatever. I'm not afraid to put my shit on the line. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah.
if you it is I would have fought. It is what it is. But at that time I didn't know my manager or whoever declined or whatever. I didn't have the control as much as I do now. You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand that because me, I was just a fighter. When you have somebody who looks at these fighters like okay, he's not watching his career or doing whatever. It's like I just take whatever you give me. So
Right.
basically, that's what it
Right.
was, and I was knocking off. I just felt like at the times, whatever he was giving me, I was sacrificing and do whatever it is to put my name, my family in a line and position. So I
Right.
just, so you gave me what it is. I was gonna do the best. I didn't give a fuck. He was 30-0, 40-0. I was gonna try to knock him out the same way or beat him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That's
So
right. Yeah.
at that time, I didn't care. So what? Me and Caleb, and he put on boxing scene. That's why I seen it. He was
Uh-huh.
like, "Who he want next?" He said, "Immanuwel Aleem," because I feel like we're even on paper, but we're not skilled the same. We're not basically the same skill wise. I'm like, I still have yet to show the real skills I have. To be honest,
Right.
there's a
Right.
lot of skills I do have. I just been getting by because I'm a dog. At the end of the day, when you
Yeah. We
dogging
know
with me,
that.
I'm a dog back. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now I gotta. I done seasoned. Let's just say I seasoned. Or I can.
Got a little smarter
Yeah,
now.
yeah, for
We
sure.
gonna
I'm
we
not.
gonna move and groove now. We ain't gonna
Yeah,
sit
I'm
there.
not so much a brute. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was one with Caleb. Caleb definitely, I like him. I feel like he a good, decent boxer. He a pure boxer, to be honest. A
Yeah.
pure
He
boxer.
is. He
He
is.
definitely loved the science of being a boxer. But when it comes to fighting, it's different.
Bro. And
Somebody has to
that's
force you to be in that fight. That's what Benavidez is kind of different. He forces you to be in that
right.
fight.
Right.
But it takes a
I'm.
lot of skill and will, and what I'm saying, what he doing to stay as a boxer though, for sure.
Yeah.
He got me in shape.
Oh yeah, and he is. We went up to Philly. Big shout out to Shoeless out there. We went up to Shoeless. It was
Yeah,
Caleb Plant, Julian Williams, and Kyron Davis up there. I took Najee up there to get some work, and we got to see Caleb Plant and technician, boxing technician.
yeah, pure boxer, pure
Lost
boxer.
the
He
fight around
loves
the
the game. Yeah,
outside. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And
He
that's
does
where
that
he's
to his best of his
comfortable at.
ability. That's
That's
his
his
ability.
ability.
Yeah,
I
he
feel
knows
like
what his game is, and he just sticks to it. That's
Yeah, and I feel like for you, if you step on the gas a little bit, and we can get inside of those long arms and some of those
yeah,
little them body hooks and stuff like that, we can slide off. He'll have trouble.
that's what Canelo was
You
trying to
know
do.
what I'm
You know what I'm saying?
saying?
Canelo was doing the same thing. Saying
He
he played the waiting game. He played it
he
later.
did though. He was patient. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He was patient. He kept pressure on him because we know being in the ring and when you got somebody that's coming forward, even when I hit him with my best shot, and you're like, God damn, this motherfucker's still moving forward. Like
yeah,
that shit take a lot out of you. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Take a
yeah, for
lot out
sure,
of you.
for sure.
And we know we get to rounds 8, 10, your body starting to feel a little different. You tired, you know what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
game now that's when that real dog got to come out. And Canelo waited to
yeah,
see like, yeah, all right, motherfucker, I'm about to
yeah,
step in your lap now. I do
yeah.
this, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
So,
you said J Rock and you said Kyron was up there. So J Rock, that's my. Let's see. I ain't gonna
bro,
say it's my dog. I like J Rock. J Rock's good.
man,
He's cool, but I'm gonna be honest. We did try to get that. We tried to get that matchup. Me
the
and J Rock.
one in Brooklyn. Oh yeah, because you know
No,
he was
recently,
supposed. Yeah, I was
recently.
about to say because you know he was supposed to fight on the Brooklyn card
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know if they were
on
gonna
the
give us one that
Garcia fight.
time, but
I might have you out
they was able to turn me down. I
for
mean, I don't know
real.
why. They asked me. They called me. He wanted to get at 160. I said, hey, I would happily take it. I did tell him before that I would like to, introduce a J Rock fight if that happened.
Yeah, but
So
that's
I
that's
guess that was
crazy.
too tough of a fight that they didn't want at the
Yeah.
moment.
Well, I know when
It's
I was
cool. I
talking.
understand. Business wise, if it doesn't make sense for you, it's cool. But
Yeah,
I was looking
yeah.
for the smoke. I thought,
Hey,
what I'm saying, we both in a good position. Why not us? I mean, he's a good dude. I respect him, what I'm
look,
saying, to be honest.
Manny
Outside of the
say he
ring.
want to smoke with you, J Rock. What's up?
Outside the ring, he's a good
No,
dude. But in the ring, I did
definitely,
definitely want it.
definitely. He a good
Kyron
guy.
was a fight we were supposed to have back in 2019. We
Really?
was about to get matched up, but and it's crazy. Me and Kyron been around each other since the beginning because when I was coming up
Okay.
6-0, 5-0, he was coming up
Hmm.
underneath, and we both, we're at a point. He's a respectable guy too. We was
Yeah,
about to
tough
get it
guy.
in,
Tough
but
guy. He's tough.
I had a
Benavidez couldn't stop him.
situation, management situation I was
Yeah.
handling. So it was either fight him or go through that. I'd rather choose the stuff that make my mind a little more easy going
That's
forward.
right.
So
That's right.
yeah,
Well, hey,
he did good. He went to go fight on Benavidez and show his
yeah,
skills and everything. So
definitely,
I'm happy
definitely.
for him, to be honest.
And
He a dog. He deserved his
he
moments.
is. He a dog, and Benavidez couldn't knock him out. Even though Benavidez stopped him,
Yeah,
he couldn't knock him out.
and that
Jamal
was the
was
replacement.
tough.
I think he was
Yeah,
a
I think he was
replacement.
short notice. Yeah,
Yeah,
and we know Benavidez tough. Benavidez
yeah,
is tough.
yeah.
I, we've been saying some people call Benavidez out. I ain't
Hey,
gonna speak on
yeah,
it too much. You can, but I ain't gonna
yeah,
speak on it too much because you know I have to deal with certain things
yeah,
because of
yeah.
where I'm at. But we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Benavidez been calling my man out. You know what I'm saying? Even Charlo. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So that's one
Would
thing.
you now? I think
I
that's
don't
a.
get in between that. To be honest, I mean,
Hmm. I
just
think that's
look.
a good
I
fight.
feel like Benavidez. I like Benavidez' approach to the sport. You know what I'm saying? I like that he wants to be. I'm a dog. You know what I'm saying? I like to go
Yeah,
at it. Like Benavidez like to go rumble and shit. You know what I'm saying? He want to call the best. I'll go at
oh,
it. That's how
definitely,
I always felt.
definitely.
But Jamal, like I said, Jamal could do it all. It's just
Yeah,
different. He's
I
like
mean,
he's really smart. You know what I'm saying? They both really smart. It's just
hmm,
their attitude of shit don't show it sometimes. You know what I'm saying? They
yeah,
might look past that, but them niggas is smart
yeah.
for sure.
They are, and they have a good game. The only
He's
time,
technical. He's very technical. A technical fighter. He's a technical fighter boxer. You know what I'm saying? If I had
yeah,
to put that
and
in
that's
a
I put him as that. I think he's a boxer puncher. You know what I'm saying? Not the one that won. Dang. So who did the one that's unified 54? He fought the Spanish guy. Yeah. So in that fight where he unified them titles, because
yeah.
I'm gonna give some examples on what you just said. In that fight when he fought at 154, unified all the titles at 154. I felt
You
like I
talking about
saw.
Jamal or Jamal? Because
That's who's at
Jamal is
154?
the
I get them
54.
mixed up. So Jamel.
Yeah,
So I feel like Jamel fought 3 fights that night.
yeah,
When you look at it, cause I'm a coach, bro. I gotta break this shit down. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
we came up with a sharp jab, and I was gonna ask you if he did a lot of this in camp when you were with him.
Oh, for
But
sure. If you look at my IG when I was out there with LL got to see the
I
sneak
saw
peek the
LL
night
Cool J out
before.
there. Yeah,
Was working
yeah.
on some shit. Can't say everything we did in camp, but you
Right,
know what I'm
right.
saying. In that time, moments, I'm real good at showing the look. You know what I'm saying. You're
Yeah,
looking for. So
right.
as a
Cause
fighter,
I
you
mean,
know,
he came out sharp jab, but he used a lot of lateral movement, right?
yeah,
And then I saw him. He did some shit like you like to do, but we gonna sit in the ring and we gonna goddamn we just gonna sit down on each other and we gonna fight, right? And then we got a little. We started jabbing, going backwards, and we started setting up that three, and that three
yeah,
was what did it in the end.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I
He
like,
came back to it.
yeah, I like the different levels and the different looks he showed in that fight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I know you got firsthand experience because I don't know if that was a part of the game plan, but it also showed how articulate he is in this ring. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I feel like with the most people that like sparring me is because I give them the best surreal look of a fight. You
Mm-hmm.
know, sometimes you
Mm-hmm.
don't get that fight feel until you get to the ring. So I'm an exception as fighters. I literally make people better. Not saying they're not already better, like good
Right.
at what they're at, but I
Right.
make them better to what they need to work on. Like
Right.
anybody I work with, that's why I'm specific on who I work with. Because if I work with somebody, it's gonna elevate their game. So whatever they
Yeah.
see that night, like when he fought Castano, I can give Castano work and
Yeah.
give that so he sees that literally. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
the for him to have that and do what he did, it was amazing. You know, he did exactly everything he worked on, everything he was
Yeah.
supposed to do, and then it probably was either a little easier or whatever because I definitely
Cause
you
you
definitely
gave
got
him
the
that
same
smoke.
dog in there, yeah,
Yeah.
same
So
exact look,
throughout all the sparring, you don't
right?
work with everybody, right?
Yeah,
Everybody. Who you trying to fight, bro? Who you
I'm
trying to
trying to
fight
fight.
next? Let's call some people out tonight, bro. Who you trying to fight, bro?
Who the fuck is this motherfucking name? Let me see my boy.
Look them up. We want all the
I
smoke.
had one dude that's in the UK. I definitely want to fight though. It's motherfucking Felix Cash, whatever that fucking
Felix
name.
Cash.
Yeah, I think he like 16-0. He out there top 10 in the WBC or something like. I want Felix Cash. You know, he a
That's
boxer. He a boxer in the UK. He got a nice little following. You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah.
cool, whatever. But he's nice. I feel like he's a good fighter to
To
put
get
me
back
back in.
going
You know
on.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I think that'd be good, bro. I
Because
think
I'm
that'd
in
be
between
good.
60 and 54, making my decision. You know, if I get down to 54,
Mm.
who wants it? You know what I'm saying? They have good names. Tony Harrison. They got
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to do that Tony Harrison just fought. I forgot
Yeah,
his
Tony
name.
Harrison was sharp as a bitch that night too,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. I want
I'm
to do
not.
that same thing. Let me get that same chance against that. You know, let me
Yeah,
show,
let me get that
let me get
smoke,
sharp
bro.
too. You feel me?
Yeah,
I
bro.
can show my sharp side sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They always want to see me dog out. Like, let me get sharp. You know
That's
what
because that's what we used to,
I'm
bro. Every time we
saying?
see you on TV, bro, it's a straight dog fight.
Let me get sharp. I can get sharp on them. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
bro. I think it's that opportunity, man. Anybody watching this, man, I know I got a lot of guys that promote fights, a lot of coaches that on here, man. We tell them, bro, we looking for opportunity.
It's a
Looking for
fact. It's a fact.
opportunities. And then one thing about boxing is somebody always knows somebody in this game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Boxing so small, we all
It's
know what's going
small,
on.
bro. We all
We
know
all
what's
know.
going on with who. And if
Thousands of
not,
fighters.
we can always find out.
It's a
Because
fact. We know
somebody
what's
knows
going
somebody. You know what I'm
on.
saying? Right. So, throughout your career, we'll keep talking about it. We had ups and downs, right? We went through some
Right.
things. Mentally, we took some losses, just like life, right? Sometimes we
Yeah.
up, sometimes we down, right? When we went through these challenges mentally, because that's definitely something that I want you to give advice on,
Uh huh.
because everybody ain't gonna be Floyd. Everybody ain't gonna go goddamn 46-0, 52-0, shit like that.
It's a
When
fact.
we took these losses, how was it? You know what I'm saying? How did it make you feel? Did you feel depressed at times? Were there challenges that you had to, compete with yourself, look yourself in the mirror, things like that? You know what I'm saying? Give us some gems, man. Give us.
Oh yeah, yeah. When I fought Hugo Centino, that was like a crazy year. 2017 was always gonna be a year to remember because that's when I got
Hmm.
this baby.
Yeah.
At the same time, I got my highest and my
Yeah.
lowest. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? My highest win and my lowest win. And biggest win coming with a guy who was 15-0 at the time with
Hmm.
12 knockouts from the Ukraine, two-time
Hmm.
Olympian, 500 amateur fights, the whole nine. Number two in the WBC, not
Right.
even supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even supposed to be in the ring sharing against this guy.
Right.
I'm 16-0 at the time. You know, fighting the guy 16-0.
Hmm.
Nobody, I guess to them, I'm just nobody, whatever. So coming off that and upsetting him, who
Right.
was a highly favored to, stopping him in the sixth round,
Hmm.
dropping him twice. Was it twice in the stoppage? He hurt me one time in the round. It was cool. I like Kucherov a lot because he a
Hmm.
dog. To be honest,
Yeah.
he a
Yeah.
dog. When a dog like he didn't give a fuck. He's just I like that. You know what I'm saying? Real
Yeah.
technical. Between him and Derevyanchenko, I still like Kucherov because he was real. He's real like there. You
He
know what I'm saying?
kept
Real
everything
tight.
tight.
I tried to throw
Yeah.
my Roy Jones hook. He threw a short hook and it buzzed me when I put my foot down. That shit rocked me. I was like, oh shit. Yeah.
legs got felt like noodles for a
Yeah, I
minute.
could, yeah, for a second, but I wasn't
Yeah.
out. You know what I'm saying? I had to keep punching the referee. I see him looking in, and
Right.
you know what I'm saying? When you're on that B side, you know what I'm saying? They looking to stop it any second. So I'm just
That's
like,
right. That's right.
just punch, 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 bell rung. So guy was watching me that night for sure. You know what I'm saying? He definitely knew that they was trying to pull one on me. You know what I'm saying? He
Right.
kept me in that fight.
Right.
But then, later on, after that fight, what was different was that nothing changed for me. You know what I'm saying?
Really.
I got the
Yeah.
biggest fight of my career on Showtime
Yeah.
and on the undercard of Javante when he
Mhm.
won his first title
Mhm.
and Badu Jack, and then like money wise, nothing changed.
Wow.
A lot of stuff didn't change. Like, you know what I'm saying? My circumstance, I wasn't getting no interviews. I wasn't nothing was like showing that damn, you just had a big status. But
Yeah.
everybody in the world's telling me like, yo, great, good fight, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's hard to accept, I still accept those wishes everybody giving me, but then it's
Uh.
like looking at my situation, I'm a realist. So it's like shit ain't changing. You know what I'm saying? I'm still the
Mhm.
whatever. And then later on, I didn't fight till 8 months later to fight Hugo. And I don't know why that was 8 months. I had my
Mhm.
title vacated without me knowing, except for my manager doing it. So I guess it was a
Really.
play on him delaying me.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? But at least I didn't know my belt got vacated till after the Santino fight. They tried to
Really.
put it on the paper, but it was like, no, I'm not. They say you gotta do that within 3 months or something like that. But
Mm.
he was always displaying the news. I didn't know how much money I was getting to like the last week of the fight. He handled a lot of stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
The
It was
business
in
of boxing, bro.
a bullshit ass contract where what I'm
Yeah.
saying, he got a lot of leverage to take care of control. So
Mhm.
it's like definitely, what I'm saying, watch your shit, you know what I'm saying? So going into that fight of Santino, I prepared, did everything. I had Alontes Fox,
Mhm.
salute to Alontes, you know what I'm
I
saying?
like
He's always
Fox.
great work. Great
Yep.
work. You know what I'm saying? Tall, you know what I'm saying? He been in
Lanky.
Alontes turned pro in like 2009. So I
Yep. Good
always
lateral
been the
movement.
amateurs around him. He fought me, my
Right.
brother in the back in the amateurs. I never got to fight him But you know what I'm saying, sparring with him over the years was dope. Always
Yeah.
gave me the look I needed and the work we needed. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Well, so going into that fight, you know, I done everything I needed to do. So naturally, I feel like I had the plan and everything. So a lot of shit was just fucked up. I mean, coming up, I had to lose about a pound and a half. I was overweight. I feel like I got sapped and drained. It was like my manager came in, just like, "Oh, what you weighing? This, oh shit, we gotta fight this." Like, never let me know what's happened. I mean, of course, you gotta be ready at all times, but
Right.
everybody's
Right.
situation different. We know champions know when they're fighting next year. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I'm not a
right.
champion, but I just won a belt, so I wouldn't know. I would like to know if I was fighting. I didn't know when I was fighting. It would just come in and where you at, and oh, we got this. You know what I'm saying? So start pressing me to lose it. Then I had
Yeah.
like a pound and a half I had to lose when I once I got there. So I was a little drained. I
Mm-hmm.
can show you pictures, man. You can see my cheekbones and everything.
Yeah.
So after that, I felt like, you know what I'm saying, once I win, I'm gonna just hydrate up and be good. So
Mm-hmm.
we get to the event. It's like in the middle of the street. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It was in Miami, Oklahoma. So it was in the middle of the street. I went in there. I'm a co-main, so of course I feel like I'd be different. I gotta go into my own dressing room or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So we can find our own dressing room upstairs. So they up there watching the undercard. My brother and the assistant watching the undercard,
Right.
and we're just chilling. It's been like an hour. Ain't nobody come in. Ain't no inspector. Referee came in, gave us instructions, whatever. Okay, boom.
Yeah.
Now we waiting. We can't wrap our hands yet until inspector come by. So
Right.
we in
Yeah.
there waiting for another 30 minutes. So seeing the fights happening fast, but we not really knowing because nobody's telling us. You don't want to hire cars. Inspector's supposed to be telling you, hey,
When
this fight's
that's
coming
right.
up. Yeah, you got 5 minutes or whatever. Nothing.
Yeah.
We just up there, whatever, flat. So all of a sudden the inspector comes up like, hey, we don't got. Well, the assistant went to go find him. He said we don't got enough inspectors. Y'all got to come downstairs, whatever. So okay, boom. We took all our stuff, went downstairs. They said get in the ring. You're like, what? You know what I'm saying? I just got my outfit on. I don't got my hands wrapping nothing. He's like, yeah, they asking for y'all. So it was like, damn, they want us in the ring. But going back thinking, we think my manager kind of slipped up because he said we got an hour. You know, he was looking at his time
Right.
like we got an hour, but he was on
Right.
the East Coast time. We in Oklahoma, we in Central, so we an
Yeah.
hour back. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't had that time. You know what I'm saying? And we should have had somebody quicker to
Mm.
figure out what's going on. He's already
Yeah.
wrapped up. He's good. At this point, everything's just fast. Everything's going through the motion. I'm not even in fight mode. I'm just hands
Just
rep,
getting
hit the
through it.
miss for like 10 seconds and it's like walk out. So it's like, damn, see my dad on the mom and I'm on the side as I'm going out, but I'm not even in the fight zone. I'm kind of just warming up, still going through the motion. So
Yeah.
getting the ring, I can just see. If you look at the whole fight, you can see my legs and everything. I just feel like I was just flat. I wasn't
Yeah.
like I didn't have no bounce to me. I won't
Mm-hmm.
warm up. So I feel like I was doing everything I normally would do sparring. I mean, like how I worked on the game plan.
Mm-hmm.
He
Mm-hmm.
wasn't beating me up. I wasn't getting dogged. So
Right.
and going into that third round, I was like, all right, I'm gonna shell up and walk him down. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
shell up and walk him down. So what I did, I said I'm gonna throw my left hook, hit it with the right after. So when I did it, I squared up, didn't realize I squared up, shelled
Yeah.
up like this. I threw it wide, dropped my right hand at the same time. He threw a left hook like this from low, never saw it.
Yeah.
Caught him. First time I went down, the first time I
Yeah.
ever hit the ground in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I
Right.
felt like when I look back at that video,
Mm-hmm.
I look at strength because I was trying to get up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
My legs were like this. You know what I'm saying? They went back and they locked up because I felt like I overworked myself through camp. And I was telling
Right.
my personal trainer at the time my legs was burnt. And I was
Mm-hmm.
telling them the day to fight and it was losing the
Mm-hmm.
weight and all that. And I'm just like, yo, and she's like, no, you know when they motivate you, just like keep going, push through it, it's gonna be better again. I'm like, yeah, but I'm feeling something. You know what I'm
But
saying?
I
I've been,
don't
I've
feel
been,
right.
yeah, that's the
Yeah.
first thing that went. My legs was just locked up and it was stuff like fuck. And I was trying to get up, I couldn't get up, and the referee wiped me out. And I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? But once I got up, it's weird because in that fight, my brother told me that, you know what I'm saying, you got up and you circled the ring and everybody was clapping for you and everything. I said, I don't remember that shit, to be honest. That's
Yeah.
the first time I went blank. Like, I definitely
Right.
don't remember. Like, from when he hit me, I remember trying to get up. And then once until I walking out the ring, that's what I remember. I don't remember anything in between. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's crazy, like, to get that flash. And the hardest part about it was that, well, the easiest part that it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt.
Yeah.
So I barely
You
remember it.
said
That's
the
the good
easy
part.
part
You
of the
know what I'm
shit hurt.
saying?
Yeah.
I don't know how the pain feels, so you know what I'm saying. I'm
Right.
still ready to go again.
Right.
So
Right.
that was the easy part, but just accepting that moment afterwards. Because when I got out, I
Mm.
told him we need to run it back because I just felt like the situation wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? You got it.
Yeah.
You know, hands on. I never like take away for someone's wins, same
Mm-hmm.
as your victory. So I'm just like, you got it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we just need to run this back if whatever. And he's like, yeah,
Right.
sure, sure. But I never think it was pressed or whatever to do
Yeah.
it.
We
You
know
know,
how
at
it
that
go.
time,
Yeah.
yeah. So he took it and ran with it, which was cool. And then he went on to for the Charlo fight, which I knew because the thing about it with Hugo, no lie, but he was not the strongest puncher in the world at all.
Yeah.
He's like, I was walking through it. Like it was so weak. I was like, man, to be honest, I'm like, yo, you can't punch. So to lose to somebody who couldn't punch was just like, damn. But the
Yeah,
biggest breaker after that fight was basically going home and sitting back and seeing everything posted, every
yeah,
place posted. But when I was on the rise up, nobody was posting me. You know, even the one
yeah,
I just won the Keytraw fight. They said it was round of the year on ESPN. They had me top 10 round of the year, fight of the
right,
year. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Candidates and that. Nobody really posted like that a lot. Probably a few
yeah.
times, but then I took this L and it was like, damn, that's everybody,
It
you
is
know, showing. It's
everybody.
like everybody come out the woodworks to see it, and it's just like, damn, we just
Yeah,
love that when I was winning. You know what I'm saying?
right,
It's
right.
hard for fighters to get to 17-0 and then have a credible win.
That's true.
Even in today's era. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot
Yes.
of people get 6-0, they ready to fight people, this and that. But I had
Mm-hmm.
17 wins, undefeated, and had a good resume on against somebody I just beat, top
Yeah.
tier.
Right.
He was number 2 in the WBC, looking to get a fight against Triple G next. So I
Mm-hmm.
didn't get
Mm-hmm.
that opportunity even after winning. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's crazy that I can get to that, but these guys don't even do
That's
half of that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But
They
they was
won't give
posting
you.
all over, and that's the only thing that kind of hit me was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? How it feels when you like this, and the whole situation that went on, and
Mm-hmm.
then seeing that happen, and people just saying you that, like me, I don't deal with depression the same. I feel like I kind of shelled out a little bit, stayed to
Mm-hmm.
myself, you know what I'm saying? I ain't
Right.
gonna lie, start drinking a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? Like I just
Yeah.
wine and everything on from time to time, but then it just added more. Like I'm drinking too much wine now, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Right.
Drinking more
Right.
than I
Right.
need to because it's like,
Mm-hmm.
yo, that's coping with like, you know, trying to forget about it, like whatever, you
Yeah.
know what I'm
The
saying? But
pain,
then
the
I came
anxiety
back,
that I'm feeling. Yeah.
I came back and fought Key I'm not Key on Core Ball afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Core Ball just came off of
Korobov was
Charlo.
bro. Korobov a tough opponent, bro. He got.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was strong. I'm sure you could feel. Could you feel his strength? Because he seemed like he had just a real
Body
solid.
wise, actually, I didn't
Yeah.
fight Core. I fought a dude in Maryland, MGM first, and I
Okay.
stopped him in the 6th round. Somebody that Caleb playing with the distance with, and I came
Mm-hmm.
and stopped him in the 6th.
It
And
sounds like you got a little thing with Caleb Plant. Somebody that Caleb
I
Plant.
don't,
You
to
know
be
what I'm
honest,
saying?
Caleb, like I said, I like he's a skillful guy, to be
Definitely,
honest.
he
But I just
is. He
don't
is.
respect the fact that, like, as a fighter, don't discredit me and try to treat me like I'm trash or some shit. I mean, to
Yeah.
be honest, this is what Caleb. I don't want to sidetrack from my story, or whatever,
Right.
because Caleb won the whole run. You know, he wanted to prove the world and this and that what he's doing. And anybody, you're trash. You know, you're not better than me. And I'm 16,
Yeah.
68, so it's cool. But it's just I don't like people throwing. I'm a dude that like to check. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're doing, like I don't have to talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gonna see me about it. So, but him, he
Yeah.
had that type of attitude. How you think
Yeah.
I'm supposed to come at it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let
Exactly.
somebody talk shit about me and feel like I'm
That's
gonna
real.
keep running it like we
Yeah.
cool, like, cause I don't know you like that, to be honest. But you trying to
Mm.
drag me in a way like I'm whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I respect his skill. He pretty good boxer, but
Yeah. Good boxer.
yeah, then that's pretty much for me. I mean, other than that, other than that, like I said, he went to the distance with that dude, Juan the Angel. That's who it was, and I
Hmm.
came back and I stopped him in the 6th, and that was my comeback fight. It made me feel more comfortable, and
Right.
then I came back and fought Corball. No, yeah, Corball. And he
Hmm.
just came out the fight with Charlo,
Hmm.
and they were saying how it was a close fight. It was pretty in the
It
first
was.
half. I
It
had to study
was.
that fight to fight him, so I seen
Yeah.
it after a while. I said, Jamal, you kind of beat him after watching it.
Hmm.
Yeah, he had a good first 6 rounds. After that, he didn't throw no more punches. Same with
Yeah.
me. Same
Yeah.
fight he gave first 6 rounds, he doing okay. After that, he ain't throwing no punches. They adding up the score, and I'm just
Right.
like, yo, he's not scoring 100 some points on me right now in this round. What the fuck are they looking at? Like,
Right. That's
then
true.
they try to give it to him, and then they came back give it a draw because the referee said that he put it the last round for me, and then they try to
Hmm.
change it, put it like an even round. It's like, no, put it for a lean.
Yeah. It's
It was crazy, yeah.
so it just seems like throughout the boxing career, man, you definitely had some trials, some tribulations. But I
Oh,
feel like
fact, yeah,
you still at a point that you could go be successful. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest, bro. I believe in you. I think you one of those guys that work hard
I
for it, and,
appreciate it,
and I
man.
think you still have the time and the talent to go out there and prove to the world that Immanuwel Aleem can be a champion. You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
fact, yeah. I
Um,
appreciate that, man.
Definitely, bro. Like you know, you gotta keep grinding. We know that, cause that's
Yeah,
the name
yeah.
of the game. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, I'm gonna be honest, bro. If you ever need help, you know, you're always welcome to come up here to Baltimore. Big shout out to the Go Get Project
Hey,
Gym,
I
man.
love Baltimore, man. They always show
Definitely,
me
bro.
love
Man,
all the
hey,
time.
We trying to get some work too, bro. I got a 168 that getting ready to turn pro in a couple months, bro. Definitely would like to get some work with you there.
Hey, I'm here. I'm here. I'm down in Richmond at the time. Come hit
Definitely,
my line. We can
you
set it
know,
up.
we'll definitely set it up.
I
We'll
dodge
set
no
it up.
work. You know what I'm saying? I spot everybody. Everybody
Yeah,
pretty much on the East Coast. I've been
yeah,
in the ring with, and
bro.
now the Central. You know what I'm saying? Top tiers. I've been in with everybody. One guy I do like that's a now he didn't surprise me, but he made
Hmm.
me realize like this motherfucker is gonna be the next. I don't know. I never been there with Floyd, but yeah, Keyshawn Davis. I
Yeah.
got to work with Keyshawn probably like
Uh
2019,
huh.
in 2019, and like I said, I'm like the best sparring out of shape motherfucker before a fight ever. Like when I get in shape, motherfuckers like when he spar me out of shape, they're like, "What time is motherfucker get in shape?"
He
Because
gonna
he
be a
giving us
problem.
work now. Like, yeah, imagine when
Yeah.
he in shape. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
real problem.
But like I'm, you know what I'm saying, walking big and being in the ring with Keyshawn because I just feel like I'm already accusing him, so I'm
Hmm.
not gonna over bully him and try whatever. But his
Right.
IQ is next level, to be honest. Like
He's young.
you see and you move like he's natural. His eyes like the Matrix with it. Like he's just moving naturally with it, and it's like, oh yeah, he different.
You
He
feel me?
different. Like he
Yeah.
made me had to step up and really use more quick speed and use just extra.
Some
So I'm like, yeah, he
feints.
make
Yeah.
it's extra. Like he make you do that. Like his things that he do, like just it's cool because I can see it in his eyes. Like his IQ is hard to hit that man.
Yeah.
Like
That's
same when
how.
they do it's like
That's what
Shakur
I
and
was
them.
about to
Like
say. Shakur, same way.
yeah,
Just got
yeah.
that IQ, man.
I got to
But
see him last week, probably when I went to 2 weeks ago. I went to Top Ring Gym.
yeah.
Pop in.
So
Yeah,
you still on the move? You've been
gave some
going
work with one of
everywhere.
my boys out there, Marcus. You know what I'm saying? See Shakur. I ain't seen Shakur in years because I've been rolling. Like he's like Shakur and Keyshawn and everybody was after me, in the
Hmm.
amateur. So
Right.
like
Right.
he was
Yeah.
coming in as I was coming up. So to see them
Hmm.
still rocking and rolling, like yo, you been doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
I respect it
a
for sure.
monster. I got big respect for Shakur, man. He came
Yeah.
to my last gym, Charm City, when he used to. I think your
Mm.
brother used to come up there with Mac when I was with Max and Dave.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he came up there and whoop everybody ass. I was like, oh
They
yeah, it's
popped the
levels to
most
this
shit,
shit.
man.
Bro,
I love it. I
talk
love
the
it though.
most shit, bro. Yeah. Talk
See, I'm
the
the
most
opposite.
shit.
I like when people talk shit because it make me have to shut them up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I love hearing it because my mom and like my background, they love popping shit. So like, I don't
Yeah,
have to be the one
yeah.
who pop it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm with all the smoke for sure.
I'm gonna pipe you down, little bro. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
that's what I like with
saying?
Kayla. Like Kayla like popping shit. You know what I'm saying? I like it. You know what I'm saying? I like it. You spew it to the fire. You know what I'm
For
saying?
real, bro. For real.
You're a
Well, I'm
champ, though.
definitely.
It's crazy. I look at it because it's like, damn, this dude was he's a champ now, but he was calling me out, so it made me just feel like I had to be somebody to be
Yeah,
called. Period.
that's true.
Regardless of how what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Have a, I might not been at the champion level yet when he's at,
Mm-hmm.
achieved it, but shit,
Mm-hmm.
motherfucker was good enough to say my name on it.
Right. Right. Well, definitely, man. I'm definitely gonna do what I can. We gonna reach out to some people and say we can get you. Let's get you back in that ring, bro.
Oh
That's
yeah,
where you
yeah,
need to be at. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And
Need my
hopefully,
just do.
yeah, it's time for you to go. It's that second road. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
It's that second road. It's time to bite back down on that mouthpiece, bro. Let's
yeah.
go get it. You know what
I'm
I'm
only
saying?
28, be 29 this year, and it's
Yeah.
like,
So
damn,
we
they say
still
you
got,
still young. Yeah,
bro. Still got,
yeah,
and you got that man strength now. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And I'm
For
about to sit
sure.
your ass down
And
still.
you ready to put everybody on game now. Like, you know what I'm
Look,
saying? Like, why can't they just get in there and feel
bro,
it? Like, damn, he a man now. You
bro.
know?
Anybody that come to fight you already know what time it is, bro.
That's
Anybody,
true.
because we know we gonna go what we do as coaches. We gonna go look at YouTube and we gonna be like, shit, this motherfucker a dog. All
Yeah.
right, we got a game plan for this shit. Cause,
They just
bro,
gotta treat me a little better, you know what I'm saying?
that
If people gonna prepare and know they got paid to fight me, but you know what I'm saying,
that's real.
I'm an entertaining fighter. I feel like every time
You
I
are,
fight,
bro.
people know they gonna see a good
You
fight.
gonna get a good show.
You gonna
You
get a
gonna get a
boring
good
fight with some
show.
fighters, you gonna get an
Yep,
okay fight, but you gonna get it all with me.
yep,
You
definitely,
get it
definitely.
all.
So before we roll, bro, for all the
Yeah.
youngins, all the young athletes out here trying to get to the level that you are at now, man, give them some advice, brother.
Like going forward, I feel like you get into the game, you want to box, have a plan. Have a plan when you go into the sport. Like to me, the amateurs was fun.
Hmm.
Pro, it become fun when you start being in a fun environment and you
Right.
orchestrate the way you need to orchestrate. I think in the game of me coming in, me, my father, and my brother, we had to basically like learn as we go.
Right.
So everything we did, we learned as we go because we didn't have nobody before us doing stuff. So have a plan going in, look out for yourself, like check them contracts. You know what I'm saying? I got signed a contract I shouldn't have signed because my parents wasn't involved. The first one was with my parents. The second one was kind of eased up on it, thinking that was like the first one, but it wasn't. But
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Watch your, saying shit. If they can't give it back and let you review what you're doing, then you don't need to deal with them. To be honest, like
Right.
any person who's give you a contract should be able to, hey, y'all look it over and come back to me if you want to deal with this. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, like I said. But definitely have a plan, have a goal, because when money is involved, it's a lot of crooked shit. Everybody want a piece of the pie. But when
Definitely.
the amateurs, I mean, they still do crooked stuff in the amateurs, but it's
Oh
fun.
yeah.
You get with a
Definitely.
record. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You get your record, go back,
Yep.
fight to do next week. And in pros, that should stay with you forever.
That's
You know
true.
what I'm saying? And we don't walk around. We don't got no union. We don't have no retirement plan. We don't have. We got to
Yep.
do everything. We fight. We make our money. We spend it. We make our money. Cut the end with Sam. Cut the manager. Cut the trainer. Then we
Yeah.
spend it. So
Yeah.
our million is really at least 65% or 70% with a good motherfucker who do money, not a regular motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta learn how to
Right.
go through some things and realize, like, oh shit, you gotta pay this, you gotta pay that. So I just say, like I said, have a plan, market yourself, you know what I'm saying, strategize your money, and
Right.
then go from there. You know what I'm saying? Come into this
Definitely.
game with figure out who you want to be. They want to be this trash talker, be that trash talker to the fullest. You know what I'm saying? Make them tickets. Let them know you got multiple ways. Make them tickets. They want to see people in them seats. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
I naturally was entertaining people in the seats, but I never had that promoter type mentality of like, yo, I talk my shit, I fill up arenas and all that. But all that shit
Yeah.
matters.
Yeah. It does.
You look at Tank.
It
Tank
does.
sell out. He
Yeah.
sell out arenas. They
Every
love
time.
him.
Every
They
time.
love him.
He fit
It's
that bill.
crazy.
He looked like a little young rapper that fight, basically. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
that's
saying?
another level to the game when you're selling
Yeah,
out on arenas. Like
bro.
it's different talks. That's why these fights be taking slow because now they're looking bigger than just a fight. Your fighting can only carry you but so much is whatever
Right.
baggage you bring with.
That's true.
I definitely learned from that and I'm still doing it. I'm still going through it. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? I don't have
Right.
the flamboyant character, you know what I'm saying? I don't, bring the whole bunch of whatever. I didn't have the buzz. I mean, I had a little buzz, but I don't bring a lot of following and this and that. But I'm still one of them dogs that they know and respectful, that
Right.
have been up there, you know what I'm saying? I like that. I mean, to be honest, you know what I'm saying? If I can
Yeah.
get a little more fans on it, come on inside a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I ain't
Yes,
too
sir.
bad, you
Look.
know what I'm saying?
Look, that's why we gonna
Nothing.
make sure everybody like, share, and follow my man, bro. So let's start building it. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
definitely
for
want to be
sure.
a
'Cause
part of that, man. Let's
one of the
build it.
real ones who actually fight. You know what I'm saying? All the people that don't want to fight, I fight. I've been fighting. I've already
Right.
done it. I've been there, done that. I never was scared to put my own on the line against anybody. I fought like my boy Demond Nicholson. Me and him fought three
My
times
man.
in the amateurs
Yep.
already.
Yep. Big
I didn't even
respect
know
for
that
them all.
matchup happened, but you know what I'm saying? He got us to fight. I ain't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who it is. I
Yeah.
never care who it is. But
Right.
in this business, in this pro, like for the youngest, just take control of your career and focus on what you want to do, to be honest.
Definitely.
Like to be honest, like to think about it, are you a fan of Jake Paul? How you think about Jake Paul? It's a big one for boxers, to be honest.
To
Like
be honest, I gotta
boxers hate
be,
this.
cause I gotta respect what he's doing. I
I feel
gotta
like to an
respect what he's
extent, and
doing.
I might be against a lot of people when it comes to it, but I low key claim him somewhat of a fighter.
Yeah, I
They say
mean,
he's not a boxer. He definitely
yeah.
trains like Jalen Love is a former super middleweight champ, so he
hmm
be training them. He's sparring with fighters. He's
Right,
not fighting fighters, but
right.
who fights fighters in the beginning of their career anyway,
That's
unless you're
true.
not match right, to be
That's
honest.
true.
So I say
Exactly.
about 8 fights in, 10 fights, he will fight.
Somebody real.
That's when you gonna
What he
see some
is.
exactly
Yeah,
what he's about. But right now
it's
he
what he
milking.
is.
He milking.
But I
The
mean, when
motherfucker.
you coming in making over $1 million a fight, bro, I can't be mad at you. There's
And
no who do we know that started their pro career off making over $1 million? We lucky if we make 2,500.
it's
You know what I'm
crazy, bro.
saying?
That
So if I'm
following is
in,
different. It changed the game, to be honest. The
it
game used
does.
to be built up in fighters. Like when I was coming up, I was lucky to have these built up fights and lead up a little bit to a contender. But now it's like no, straightforward. They
Yeah.
want to see right now.
Right.
You know what I'm
How
saying?
many
Right now
followers
we
do you
want to see
have?
6-0, 6-0, 10
Right.
and 0. Right now we don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Wait for
Exactly.
that shit.
Yep. That's
So
real. And
the development is gone. And then Jake Paul just brought this shit. You make millions just off of what? Like you could go get Tiger Woods right now, make some
oh,
some
bro,
cash. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I'll fight Tiger Woods.
Look, see that shit'll sell. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, let's go.
Bring
But
Mike Vick
definitely.
out. You know what I'm saying? Get him in the ring.
I can't even say what I want to say because we all
Oh
live.
man. Oh, I got a story to tell too.
What's that?
You my boy too, and we don't talk about it a lot. But Chad, we did have a sparring session with Chad Johnson.
Oh, for real?
You
You
don't
got to
talk
tell
about
me.
it a lot. You don't talk about. But I'm gonna tell you on this show. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you know a
Yeah.
little bit. Chad, we get somewhere. It's my guy. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
like him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I introduced him to feel how it's gonna feel against a good fighter before he fought Maxell, I think. Whatever that
Okay.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It was a funny. You had to be there. You had to be there. He was good though. He was good though. I like him.
Right.
I feel like getting better. He's in the gym, like going to gym, learning.
Yeah.
Like he's craft and learning the game for sure. He's popping a lot of shit. He was
Right. I know
the
he was
only thing
talking
because he was
shit.
popping so much shit to me on YouTube. I don't know if you ever got to see with me in Charlo crib. I was in Charlo
Uh
crib on the mansion,
huh.
so he got him on FaceTime and he was going around the room and he just like talking shit. So he said, "Who did?" I was getting my hair cut in the kitchen.
Uh
So
huh.
his barber came and was cutting it. He's like, "No, put the camera back on him." So it's like he's like, "No, I mean I'll beat your ass." I'm just like, "Man, you ain't gonna do shit." You know what I'm saying? Like, he's smiling. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna beat you. I can tell you scared. I'm just like, like I ain't no big talker to be honest. I'm all action. So I talk
Yeah.
my shit when I want to, but I rather physically do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
That's just how I am. I'm just built that way.
Yeah.
And I feel like he didn't know I still carry that. You know what I'm saying? So when you
Yeah.
saw me the next time he came around and he was popping that shit and he wanted to get his spine, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, he was either knock his ass out or just whatever. So I was gonna take it easy. Man, by the second round he was down. I'm just saying he was ready to be out after the second round. That's all I'm saying.
No,
That's
not
all I'm
before Chad Johnson. He
saying.
do before Chad like that, did he? He do
Yeah,
pop
yeah.
shit though. He talk a lot of
He
shit,
talk a
bro.
lot of shit. I love him
All
for
right.
that. Yo, Chad is funny as fuck to be honest. You need Chad in your life to be honest. Like, that motherfucker funny.
Yo, he talk a lot of
But he
shit.
got a lot better. I seen it. Like Jag probably could really get some smoke. He might have to get him
Yeah.
against Jake Paul or somebody. I know you want to call him.
Oh,
I know you want to.
and you know he do, and that would sell. Yeah, it would sell. He just know
Yeah.
not to hop back in there with Immanuel no more, cause goddamn, we gonna shut that shit down.
Yeah, it was a funny day to be honest. Like I had on
Right.
my IG, had to tell my sorry Chad. He's like, man, this motherfucker be cheating. He said, if you dating this motherfucker, he cheating. Man. He said, funny as fuck. But yeah, but that Chad
Bro,
story is crazy. Me and Chad,
bro.
we got to do some rounds.
Yeah, bro, that's fun though, bro. That's
I
fun.
don't think nobody know that though, other than the team. The team kind of know
Yeah,
that.
that's dope, bro. That's
Yeah.
dope. Like, hey, but look, man, I definitely appreciate you for having. We probably could have talked all night, man, but
Oh yeah, like you said, we don't talk about how much
bro,
people I met out there and everything.
yeah, look, cause it's all love and damn. I would definitely like to do it again. You know what
For
I'm
sure.
saying? Man, you would get on here and chop it up. You never know. I've been having a lot of people just popping up, hitting me saying, "Hey, can we get on the show?" So I might have somebody on the show. We might have to call you and get
Oh
something
yeah,
going.
yeah,
I had to
yeah.
Fox
I
Slick a
don't
little
mind.
bit.
I don't mind. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, definitely. But I definitely appreciate you. Anyone that knows me, man, on 12 Rounds with Chiles, before I leave, I always got to say something. I always got to give a motivational quote. But I read one day, it's actually by Dr. Martin Luther King. And it
Mm,
goes, darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. So
mm.
let's not hate each other. Let's show love. It's enough hate in the world. Let's love each other. Let's uplift each other. Let's worry about everybody's mental health. Let's be there for one another. As black men, let's be emotional. Let's trust each other. Let's love each other. And the sky's the limit. But we can't do that. Y'all know what I gotta say. We can't do that without the love for what we do, the effort in what we do, and the dedication to what we want to achieve. So I definitely appreciate you for being on the show. Before
Man,
we
thank
leave,
you.
make sure you put out all wherever they can hit you on the Instagram, Facebook. How can we get? Because I need a chosen one T-shirt too,
Oh yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah. These
You know what I'm
definitely on the
saying?
website.
I need it.
IA1.com. These will be they're not live yet, but I got some selling right now, you know what I'm saying? So if you want one, I can get you, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely, I
But
need
yeah,
to
but
get
right
one.
now, these gonna be the ones I'm gonna have a live. Like I said, IA1.com. We got two shirts that's gonna be dropping on there soon. I mean they already on there, but we're gonna be having them live. You can follow me on my Instagram, my Twitter, Immanuwel Aleem, at Immanuwel Aleem, and I'm on TikTok too, local Manolo, or no, I think it's Immanuwel Aleem still on TikTok too. Well, my link trees in my Instagram if you ever,
Definitely. Definitely, and it's on
Click on
12
my link
rounds with
tree.
Charles Linktree too. Definitely.
Hey, let's get it. So I'm
Let's
gonna put
get
this
it.
on there too. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
But
sir.
yeah, and in my Twitch, if you know what I'm saying, I'll be streaming sometimes, playing the games and all that
Okay.
shit. Come on my
Okay.
Twitch, follow loco underscore Manolo. That's me on Twitch, and
Definitely.
me and my
Definitely.
loco mob.
Yeah. Show my man some love. Give him support. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, all the people that have been following, all the likes I've been getting, all the text messages, all the calls. Like, I've been getting big love for this show lately, and I definitely appreciate it. Please like, follow, and share 12 Rounds with Charles. Please like, follow, and share.
Salute to Charles. I appreciate. I
You
like
know what I'm
this whole
saying?
thing. What you
Yes,
doing, man?
sir.
Keep doing what you do,
Bro,
bro. For sure.
definitely a cool show, man. And if you're looking for some boxing, holla at Coach Charles. You know.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Definitely, definitely, man. I thank you. I can't say that enough. I appreciate it, man. Hey, it's 12 rounds with Charles, man. We signing out, bro.